Children do not drop out in high school. They drop out in kindergarten and wait 10 years to make it official. The United Way of York County has education-focused area goals that children enter school ready to learn and on the track to graduation. The focus on our future goals are to enhance the quality of early childhood education in York County and to promote school readiness. Focus on Our Future has had many accomplishments. The first of which is that it works with early childhood education programs, increasing the quality of care to meet national standards. Second, it has the Ready Freddy Kindergarten Readiness Program that is offered to approximately 250 families. Nearly 50 children and their parents are currently participating at Northeastern. Finally, Focus on Our Future provides scholarships to early childhood teachers to attend bachelor's and master's programs in York County. Here are a few of the United Way of York County Partner Agency program outcomes. 97% of children enrolled in early childhood education programs administered by United Way programs meet developmental milestones as measured by state assessment tools. This is about 1,300 children. 13 youth development programs are currently supported by United Way of York County, totaling 2,500 youth served. 87% of these youth have improved academic performance. 98% of these youth have passed to the next grade. United Way of York County supports 3 partner agency programs that focus on creating productive and engaged youth throughout York County. All 3 of these programs have community service components. 192 youth are involved in these programs, 98% have passed to the next grade, and 100% have continued enrollment in their schools. Focus on Our Future is a United Way initiative preparing youth to enter school socially, emotionally, and intellectually on track. It is also an initiative that makes sure that early childhood education providers throughout York County are meeting high national standards. Stay in School is another United Way initiative that wrote a report looking at the dropout rate in York County and drafting some recommendations to help York County address the problem of dropout in our schools. One of the recommendations resulting from the Stay in School Initiative report was to staff the Truancy Prevention Initiative, a current initiative that focuses on aligning school district policies around truancy and helping parents and students to understand what truancy means and how they can reattach themselves in their schools.
As we know, there's a strong correlation between high-quality early childhood education and then success later on in school. According to the Journal of Educational Psychology, if 50 kindergarten students are struggling in reading, 88% of them will be reading below grade level in 4th grade. To try to combat this, at the United Way we offer high-quality before and after-school programming. For example, the YMCA, the YWCA, Crispus Attucks, and New Hope are all examples of before and after-school care that students in our attendance areas can participate in. In addition, we offer a kindergarten readiness program called Ready Freddy. And at Northeastern School District this year, our kindergarten students and their families have had the opportunity to participate in this 6-week program for 1 evening a week, where incoming kindergarten students and their parents come for an evening of learning and readiness activities with our kindergarten teachers in our actual school buildings. We feel really positively about this experience as it's helping both our students and parents prepare for that transition into kindergarten.
United Way of York County also works closely with community leaders and partners. United Way works with the Communities That Care, York Counts, York County Community Foundation, the Human Services Department, the County Commissioners, the York County Bar Foundation, school districts, and other prominent community leaders, understanding that collaboration around the county is important in order to meet all of our goals to keep students enrolled and engaged in their schools.
You know, I'm an advocate for early childhood education, not so much for maybe the obvious reasons, but because as a business owner, it makes a difference for us. You know, our goal in business is to be here in the community for the next 20 or 30 years, to continue to be in operation, to be able to continue to grow and to find new employees. And so as we look for new talent and as we look to recruit new engineers into our company, we like to recruit people who've developed locally. And at the early childhood level is where we start that process. You know, we want to We want to see students, being brought up through the system. Every student we lose at an early childhood stage is a student who's not going to develop to their full potential and who's not going to be available to us in the talent pool down the road. 15, 20-year horizon, when students who are in elementary school now are graduating from college, every student who struggles at that point isn't going to be a potential college graduate and be a potential engineer or technical employee for us. So, from our standpoint, we get involved at all stages of that process. From involvement in community nonprofits like the United Way, we are active in trying to further those interests, to try to encourage early childhood as a focus, to invest time, to invest dollars at that level. We like to see that carry through the school-age children, that they've had good support early on, that we have good systems in place throughout their educational experience so that they do have the ability to then go further into college. And then our goal is to get those students to come back home when they graduate and be productive employees working for companies like ours. I think it's critical that all employers understand this. It's critical for us as business people to understand the need for investing through organizations like the United Way, where they do have a focus on programs that are returning results, where they do have a focus on the whole continuum of education and the importance of that continuum, and that we have to realize as businesses that our future employees are coming out of this pool. The cost for us to recruit a student from some other area is much higher than it is to find a student who's grown up here locally. So, I think the key is that whether we're business owners, whether we're nonprofit organizations, whether we're board members on the United Way, we have to constantly focus on being involved in the community, being active participants in the process, understanding the value of the investments that we make early on, whether it be in early childhood or whether it be in other stages of the process, that all that ties together. That early investment means we have less money being put into dealing with students who fall through the cracks of the system. There's a finite amount of resources in terms of whether it's tax revenue, whether it's charitable contributions, whether it's time. We all have a finite amount of resources, and the importance of doing this in an intelligent way and understanding that early childhood is always going to be our best and most efficient use of those resources, focusing on the education and the support aspect at that level. It just is smart. It's a smart investment of time and resources, and it's the one that at the end of the day is going to do us the most good.
In 2008 and 2009, our most current data available, the York County graduation rate was 75.5%. Over the past 12 years, 7,581 students have dropped out of York County schools, an average of 3.5 children every school day. Students who drop out of school are 8 times as likely to be in prison. 41% of inmates in York County Prison do not have a high school diploma. To incarcerate a person in York County Prison costs approximately 3 times the cost to educate them. That is $23,123 for incarceration versus $7,835 the cost to educate them. So United Way supports many initiatives, 2 of which are the Truancy Prevention Initiative and Communities That Care. Communities That Care is a community-based initiative that uses Pennsylvania Youth Survey results to strategically invest community resources to make the biggest impact. Truancy Prevention Initiative is an initiative that works with all the school districts, with businesses, with the medical community, with the judicial community, with students and with families to bridge the gaps in communication and understanding around what the truancy laws in York County are really about. Truancy Prevention Initiative is also working to find money that will bring in some resources such as community-led initiatives where youth would create action plans and find solutions to some of the problems they see in their own community. And it also, the Truancy Prevention Initiative is also seeking grants to support the Youth Court Alliance, which is a peer jury that will be an alternative to the traditional magisterial district court. What is the United Way of York County and its partner agencies doing to address these issues? United Way is funding high-quality early education programs such as Focus on Our Future and the Ready Freddie Kindergarten Readiness Program. It is partnering with school districts, businesses, and community leaders to work together and to collaborate to find solutions for the children in York County.